To New South Wales, where the Premier will establish a new manufacturing and research industry to create vaccines. Charlotte Mortlock joins us. Charlotte, obviously this follows the news out of Victoria that they were looking at it too, the mRNA vaccine like the Pfizer technology, but there appear to be some holes in this announcement.
Yeah, Kieran, it is no doubt a very important step for New South Wales to be looking into, and it's going to be the next generation of vaccines. But at this point, it's really just an idea. There are very few concrete details that have been available other than the New South Wales Premier, Gladys Berejiklian, assembling a team of scientists that will hopefully be able to create this new industry in New South Wales. Now, we know that Pfizer and Moderna already use the mRNA technology, but now the idea is that we are going to be able to produce it here in New South Wales. When coronavirus struck, the world was pretty ill prepared for a pandemic. So the idea is to invest now in the next generation of vaccines so that we can be better prepared and respond quicker at the next pandemic.
This is an opportunity for us to lead the way as far as Australia is concerned in manufacturing not just a vaccine that will deal with COVID, but vaccines and other cures for illnesses regarding genomics into the future.
Setting up the pilot program is going to take between 12 and 24 months. So by then, Kieran, hopefully we have well and truly overcome coronavirus by then. At this stage, there's very little detail known on the financing of this idea. The government hoping that the private sector will bolster it.
We already have pockets of excellence, but what we need to do is bring it all together. And we also have some of the leading lights of the nation operating here in New South Wales. And it's not just about the dollars that you commit to this process, but it's about a Team New South Wales approach. It's not just having one or two players participate in this process. It's a collaborative process where we use the experts that are currently doing this work in all of our universities.
Kieran, on the current vaccine rollout, it does appear that New South Wales may be starting to fall behind. In the past 24 hours in Victoria, at their state hubs, they conducted 7,000 vaccines compared to New South Wales, where just 4,000 were conducted.
Falling behind Victoria, though, because they've opened their mass vaccination hubs. They seem very keen to show up.
Well, the thing in relation to comparisons is look at the overall number of people that have had the jab. New South Wales traditionally has had the strongest GP network in the nation.
The Premier did say that while other states are talking about the speed of their vaccine rollout, it's still New South Wales that is doing the bulk of heavy lifting when it comes to our returning travellers and the risk that pose to the community.
Charlotte, thank you. We'll talk to you soon.